WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Crews are still on the scene of a corrosive chemical spill that's diverting drivers from leading noise Friday. Now, for neighbors, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Victoria Bailey. More hours, 24 hours. The goal is to have the chemical cleaned up. The streets are going to be cleared for church tomorrow. Our Jason Hibbs has the story.
The Lowndes County Emergency Management Director says the driver of an R&L carrier's truck was making a turn here onto College Street when the load shifted and sodium hydroxide started spilling onto the street. Sodium hydroxide is used in drain cleaner and for lye soap, among other things. It can seriously burn the skin and causes blindness.
There was not a single call coming to 911 saying there was a spill. Nothing.
Lowndes County Emergency Management Director Cindy Lawrence says the truck driver should have called 911, but she says it appears he called the trucking company first.
It could have been volatile.
Correct.
And no one knew.
No one knew.
Until the state called her after 9 Friday, hours after the spill. During that time, she says drivers spread the chemical even more. Rufus Ward lives in front of the spill and says he spoke to the truck driver.
He wasn't sure exactly what it was, but he did not think it was anything that would be dangerous if you did not get in it.
Ward watched crews work last night and says he's thankful no one was hurt. But other neighbors who didn't want to go on camera said they wished someone would have told them what was going on.
It could have been very bad, yes.
In Columbus, Jason Hibbs, WCBI News.
Lawrence says if the streets aren't cleaned by church time tomorrow, it's still safe to be near because the chemical is now neutralized. She says the company could be cited because the driver didn't call 911 first. We reached out to R&L carrier and haven't heard back. Well, a Columbus man is dead after a car accident that ended in flames. The victim is tentatively identified as Nathaniel Whitaker. Lowndes County Coroner Greg Merchant tells WCBI that DNA has been collected from family members and dental records will be used to make a positive identification. The accident is still under investigation. Well, President Trump pays a visit to Tupelo at the end of the month to campaign for Republican Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. It's happening Monday, November 26th, the eve of the runoff election. The rally is being held at the Tupelo Regional Airport. Doors open at 2 and the rally kicks off at 5. Only 2 tickets can be registered for each mobile phone number submitted. For more information on tickets, visit our website, WCBI.com. Well, President Trump saw for himself today the devastation left by the worst wildfires in California's history. The Camp Fire in Northern California has killed at least 71 people. It's unclear how many of the thousands unaccounted for have died. Here's Meg Oliver with the story.
To see what's happened here, nobody would have ever thought this could have happened. So, the federal government is behind you. We're all behind each other.
President Trump came to the town of Paradise, California, a town that has been leveled and incinerated by the Camp Fire.
And I want great climate. We're going to have that, and we're going to have forests that are very safe because we can't go through this every year.
The president meeting with California Governor Jerry Brown, Governor-elect Gavin Newsom, and fire officials just hours after blaming the devastation on poor forest management.
We will be talking about forest management. I've been saying that for a long time, and this could have been a lot different situation.
It's nothing. It looks like a bomb hit it.
We came here with 36-year-old Eric Smith. Paradise is his hometown.
Do you see anything?
I see devastation. It's gone. Oh my God.
There was nothing left of Smith's childhood home except for this blue Jeep standing out in the blackened landscape. Eric was rescued by sheriff's deputies, but he doesn't know if his Uncle Steve Smith is still alive.
So I don't even recognize it.
It's like a war zone.
Yeah.
The Camp Fire has devastated Northern California, burning through 148,000 acres. Over 12,000 structures have been destroyed, and with only 55% containment, those numbers could rise. 71 people have been killed, more than 1,000 are unaccounted for. First responders continue the grim task of searching and sifting through smoky debris. As wildfires continue to ravage the Golden State, the people here remain resilient.
But I was born and raised here, and the people of Paradise, they're all heart.
Burnt out scenes like this stretch for miles, and there is another high fire danger looming Saturday night, which could produce a red flag warning, creating similar conditions that sparked this deadly campfire. Meg Oliver, CBS News, Paradise, California.
It's time now for a first look at our forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Victoria, it's a fairly nice night out there. Nice and quiet, that is, but you'll need that jacket if you're heading out the door. Things looking nice and calm in West Point on our M.Dot cameras, and also here in Columbus, much the same. Just a few folks out and about this evening. Temperature down to 41, the dew point at 39. Very close together with the light winds, in fact, calm winds. That's helping to set up for perhaps a little patchy fog overnight tonight. Some of those clouds that were here earlier during the afternoon have moved off to the east. The rain is staying to the north. We're expecting to keep things nice and dry overnight and a bit cool. Temperatures across those southeast are in those 40s. And again, tonight, thinking we'll get to the upper 30s, staying clear and quiet, watching for a little bit of patchy fog. We've got a few showers in the forecast coming up for you. I've got those details in just a bit.
Well, this deer season started off with some unsettling news. Pontotoc County has a confirmed case of chronic waste disease. The Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Park has placed check stations in Pontotoc in hopes that hunters will come out to get their deers tested for CWD. John Grucci tells us hunters in the area have been working hard to help with this test. The MDWFP has placed freezers around the county and have collected multiple deer each week.
It's important to test deer primarily to help us get a handle on the disease. We only have one sick animal, so right now we don't know exactly where the hot spot is. We don't know what the prevalence is in the population, and those are things that we really need to know to determine management actions in the future.
Now, this is the first time CWD was found during deer season in Mississippi. Well, Thanksgiving is a time for family and friends, but this year it's also a time to exercise caution. Recent reports from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention show a salmonella outbreak in turkey products has sent 63 people to the hospital nationwide, even killing one person. WCBI's Cash Matlock spoke with local food vendors on how to prepare this holiday favorite safely.
And know that it hasn't happened in Mississippi, but you know that would ruin a restaurant if you're the one that has that outbreak.
Owner of 1883 Smokehouse in Starkville, Mark Welch, is referring to the salmonella outbreak that has spread through 36 states as of November 15th, according to a report from the CDC. Welch says employees at 1883 Smokehouse have been well trained on how to properly handle poultry products.
We take our safe serve classes anyway, so we stay with the same thing no matter if there's an outbreak or not. So the policies are the same. You know, if you're handling chicken and poultry and turkeys, they're all the same.
And the CDC reports that Jenny O stores in Barron, Wisconsin recalled approximately 91,388 pounds of ground turkey products. But strains of salmonella have also been found in live turkeys. Welch says how the meat is prepared and cooked is the key to ensuring safety.
Well, you know, all turkeys come in frozen. So you go through a thaw period in the walk-in cooler for 2 to 3 days, depending on what size they are.
The CDC recommends cooking your turkey to 165 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure that any possible strain of bacteria is killed.
Now, they all come with a little pop-up there. It pops up red when they're done, so that helps a layman. But you got to take it to 165, and those little pop-ups are designed not to go off till that happens.
Welch says there's really nothing to fear this holiday season as long as people are careful.
It's really a basically simple process. Clean as you go, and make sure you sanitize.
In Starkville,
gobble, gobble.
Cash Matlock, WCBI News.
Well, as of November 15th, there have been no reports of salmonella in turkey products in the state of Mississippi. Well, a community comes together to serve. We have those details on the annual community dinner coming up.
You're watching WCBI News at 10 with Victoria Bailey.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the time of year for community dinners, and church members across the area are rolling up their sleeves, ready to cook and serve. Our Renee Skinner has the story.
Inside 10th Avenue Church of Christ, a little love and a little service go hand in hand.
And I felt like this was a good project that they have going, and I wanted to be a part of it.
With supper.
What we're doing here is that we're just trying to do a better job of connecting with the community, letting people know who we are and trying to serve them.
Notice every member has gloves and an apron.
It takes a lot of people, first of all, a lot of volunteers. There was hours upon hours, and it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get this organized and get it prepared.
Not to mention welcoming arms.
I've been serving and helping people through the line and getting what they need to eat.
The people in need come in and fill out a guest card, and voila, a plate in a bag. Ready, filled with all the fixings.
Church members say as soon as you fix your plate, watch it, because with food this good, someone's bound to take it. Hey!
I would say sample all of it because all of it's good.
Speaking of dressing, or in this case, dress, a storage unit full of clothes nearby for people who need a little more than a meal.
We got a church jacket for women.
We have heels, flats.
Barbara Shanklin and Michaela Jefferson say they learned a valuable lesson while giving their time.
You never know till you come and do it, and you will think, oh, that person don't need it, that person don't need it.
Because some people don't have families to go to, or they don't have like transportation.
Over 100 people were fed today, and this is an annual event. Well, even though the economy is booming, Mississippi is still dealing with one of the highest poverty rates in the country. Sherelle Quinn created the organization Destroying Poverty to help tackle this problem this weekend. She organized food giveaways at 3 different locations in the Golden Triangle. She was able to collect non-perishable items and different foods that people can use to make a Thanksgiving meal. Quinn says she knows what it's like to struggle, and she wants people to know that there are always others willing to help.
Some people need help, and they have family members that can help, and then you have people that need help and don't have anyone, and that's where I wanted to be at, that person where, if you needed someone, I could be there, because we all come to a point where we need help.
Quinn says she collects clothes and food all year long. For more information, you can visit our website, WCBI.com.
Well, a quick check-in for our 155th stationed over in Kuwait. Believe it or not, they've got some cooler temperatures here in the 70s. Even some rain coming for them. They've got a better chance of seeing rain than we do. I'll tell you what we expect here coming up after the break.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
Well, as we take a look at our Mississippi Department of Transportation cameras across the state, we're seeing quiet weather all over the place, from Oxford down to the coast into the central part of the state. Things are looking nice out there. Locally, a little closer to home right here in Louisville, maybe just a little patchy fog trying to develop on the edge of town. That's because temperatures have tumbled down to 40 here, dew point of 39. When we see those two come close together with calm winds and a clear sky, that helps us set up for the chance for fog, and that's what we expect to see overnight tonight. Temperature down to 41 in Columbus. Amory, good evening to you, down to 39 already. Also seeing 39 in Calhoun City. It's a chilly 38 in Winona, 40 in Kosciuszko. I expect our temperatures overnight to generally fall into the low 40s and upper 30s is where we bottom things out here. 41 in Tupelo, Aberdeen 42, Calhoun City at 43. We'll see West Alabama 38 in Fayette, 38 in Vernon and in Solent. Reform at 39, and then into the Golden Triangle. Columbus 39, Starkville 41. We'll see it 38 in Kosciuszko, 39 in Philadelphia under a mostly clear sky. Again, we're seeing some patchy fog by morning. Fog will quickly go away, though, by the afternoon, getting back into the middle 60s. Boy, cannot wait for that. What a beautiful Saturday we had. We redo it for our Sunday with calm winds and lots of sunshine across the area. 69 will be our high in Macon, 67 in West Point, 66 in Ackerman and in Eupora. As I head over to West Alabama, 66 in Vernon, Solent, 64, seeing 64 in Hamilton. And another perfect Sunday coming for us up in Tupelo. 65 there, 65 in Amory. Houston also at 65. We'll get to 64 in Water Valley, Bruce, and in Calhoun City. As we go through Sunday, starting today off here with sunshine, but there will be some fog at the surface in some spots. Know that as you're heading to church. Staying dry through the day, though. We may sneak an isolated shower in here as we get towards Sunday, say around 10 p.m. for a few of us, but I really think that those showers will be very hard to come by and likely will not make it our way. I'm thinking the better chance for a few little isolated dots on the board will come as we head into Monday morning through the afternoon. But again, Monday looking dry overall, partly cloudy with those winds staying out of the north and the west. Very dry forecast over the next couple of days. Not much rain expected across much of the southeast. A nice, quiet pattern settling in as we head to the Thanksgiving holiday. We can be thankful for that. This is the cold front that gives us a chance for a stray pop-up shower here. Again, the best chance really in the next 5 days is on Monday. As that clears through, though, we don't really expect to get much out of that. Things are looking great out there, especially as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday. Nice sunshine as we go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, keeping those high temperatures seasonally into the upper 50s and low 60s. Thanksgiving looks great. Keep the chance for an isolated shower as we head into next weekend.
Senior Day festivities inside Davis Wade Stadium this afternoon. See highlights from Mississippi State's dominating win next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
One last home game of the season for Mississippi State today, and they inevitably showed up and showed out against Arkansas. It was also senior day for Nick Fitzgerald and West Point's Eris Williams. Their final game at Mississippi State, getting honored, hugging Coach Joe Moorhead. Is there anything better? But the first quarter, no score. A-Train Eris Williams with the handoff goes around and gets a 20-yard gain. Mississippi State would settle for a field goal on that drive, but they would still lead. Nick Fitzgerald on the QB keeper walks in for the touchdown there. The Bulldogs extending that lead 10-0. After a Razorback 3, now the Bulldogs back on offense. Fitzgerald would find Stephen Guidry, makes a man miss for a big gain and a first down. Later on, Nick Gibson gets the handoff, plows over a man, and he takes that 8 yards in for the TD run. MSU leading 17-3 at halftime. They'd come back in the third quarter to still lead 17-6. Fitzgerald finding Justin Johnson in the end zone for a great catch and score. The Bulldogs extending that lead 24-6. We'll be back for Arkansas's turn on fourth down. The punter loses the ball, and Chris Rayford makes the hit. The Bulldogs would take over from there. Bulldogs rolling in business, doing all the right things at Davis Wade today, and they would take advantage off the play action. Fitzgerald throws and finds Keith Nixon on the 4-yard catch. He gets the touchdown. Bulldogs rolling 31-6 after an MSU interception. Bulldogs back on offense. Fitzgerald back to pass, finds a wide open Osiris Mitchell. And it was a score. You know it was a score. It was scores all day long inside Davis Wade. They go up 38-6. Fitzgerald again. This time he finds Austin Williams, and he takes that in for another score. MSU rolls over Arkansas today, a final of 52-6. They improved 7-4 on the season, the biggest win over the Razorbacks in program history.
Thought the kids responded well. I thought we played a complete game. I thought we executed at a high level in all three phases. I talked about creating explosive plays and converting on third down offensively. We were able to do that, for the senior class. Their final game at Davis Wade Stadium, I know there were a lot of emotions. And for them to, cap it off with a performance like this against an SEC team, couldn't be more happy for those guys for everything that they've done.
5 years is a really long time. I've learned a lot. I've definitely been kind of been shaped by these coaches and the support staff around here, and the young man that I'm proud to be today. So definitely couldn't be happier with the choice I made coming here and all 5 years being here.
My first touchdown in Davis Wade. It's my last game in Davis Wade, and it meant a lot to me. Of course, it's a very emotional day. Being senior in my last game here, I blinked and it's here now. But I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to take advantage of the opportunity.
Well, we we've got some more football action coming your way. Alabama taking a break from the SEC to host the Citadel, and hopefully some Ole Miss highlights as that game looks like it's about to finish up. I have those highlights coming up for you next in sports. Stick with us. Well, Alabama took a break from the SEC today to host the Citadel. The first quarter, no score yet. Tua Tagovailoa completes it here to Jalen Waddle. They get the 21-yard TD. Bama goes up 7-0, but don't count out the Citadel just yet. Dante Smith runs it off the right side, and he'd break on free. Goes in for the 45-yard touchdown, ties the game up, and it would stay tied going into half, I believe at 10, but the third now still tied. Tua to Waddle again. A nice catch in the corner of the end zone for another tied touchdown, and they'll take back the lead 17-10. The Citadel would try and bridge that gap, but Keontae Sessions here fumbles the ball. It goes free, and Anfernee Jennings would be there to recover, takes it in for an Alabama TD. And now we'll see Tua Tagovailoa, more like Tagovailoa, completes it to Irv Smith. They get a 68-yard touchdown. Alabama would go up 30-10, and Alabama would go on to get the win in this one, 50-17. A heck of a comeback for the Crimson Tide in that one. Unfortunately, Ole Miss decided to continue the game on today, so unfortunately we will not have those highlights for you, but I'll have them coming up for you tomorrow on WCBI News at 9 and 10, so tune in then to find out how Ole Miss did against a very tough Vandy team, it seems, but that's going to be it for sports. Over the last look at your forecast after the break. Stick with us.
After an active start to November and with weather, finally, easy week to forecast. Upper 50s, low 60s, cannot complain. Plenty of sunshine. Maybe we sneak a quick shower in Monday. Maybe we see a few showers in Friday, Saturday, but this is as good as it gets.
That sounds great. Thanks, Jacob, and thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.